On this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone.
Alright guys, welcome back to another segment. You know the word do it now. We're always here to give you guys updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. Yes, Dave, you are welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Peter.
I told them that when you are back, that you pour your mind, you say your mind out.
Okay.
Your own thoughts and opinion concerning what happened to us yesterday. And before I kickstart, if you are new to this channel, do it to like, share, subscribe, follow this page, because whatever we do here is Chelsea. Only Chelsea.
Alone.
Page, do you know why nobody's bantering Chelsea like this? Do you know why my fans are calm?
Why?
They lost to Arsenal this morning.
A lot of Arsenal fans. Are they not bantering us?
Let's kickstart. What's your take on Maresca first? I know I've asked you before, but these few games now,
He's a good coach now. He's a good coach. He's a good tactician, actually.
Okay.
So I don't know what... Funny enough, I'm not here to rant or
criticize
anybody based on what happened in the game yesterday. You understand? But the reality is that we lost. And we lost against a good side, Celtic. This is the same Celtic that beat Man City 4-3, if I'm not mistaken, in the last game. So, nevertheless, we are Chelsea. And our expectation is to win. I understand the whole... the quarrel, the shouting, the fighting. Chelsea should not have lost against Celtic. It's because of our heritage as a club. But let us remember that this is the pre-season. You understand? This is the pre-season. And some people came online, for example, on the media and was saying some certain things that I was not happy about concerning Enzo Maresca. And said,
that was why I asked you, what do you have to say about
yes,
the coach?
And said something, and they said, okay, it would have been better we left Pochettino, that this is the same thing that happened with Pochettino, that you should have left Pochettino instead of bringing this Maresca. Maresca is not good for Chelsea. I'm like, wow, how can you say that? A coach that just played 2 games. No, let's be honest with ourselves. How can you judge a coach that just played 2 games with the club and you say that the coach is not good enough? First of all, you employed a new coach, and this new coach came with his new tactics. Are you expecting 100% immediately? That is my question to Chelsea fans. Some of us are ranting. Are you expecting 100% from a coach that just came in and has played only 2 games? If I'm not mistaken, Chelsea has not even trained with Maresca for up to 7 times or 5 times.
You have trained with him for over 2 weeks now.
For over 2 weeks, for how many days? Is it every day? Every day
back
training.
to back.
But however it seems to me, I don't think it's fair for us to judge Maresca immediately for just 2 games. My happiness is that whatever that is happening in the club right now, or the losses or the draw against Wrexham, is for Maresca to see where the problem is and sit up before the start of the season. Now, in a case whereby the season starts and we still see something like this, it's okay for us to say, okay, let's voice out. But voicing out at this point in time, I don't see any sense in it for me. I don't see any sense in it. Even the remaining games of this preseason, to me, I think Chelsea fans should just keep calm about it. We might lose and we might draw. If you remember what I said before the preseason started, I said something. Whether we lose, whether we draw, whether we win, the best thing is for us to watch. It's for us to watch, open our eyes and watch.
Okay.
Watch our players.
Okay. You're not driving into another thing, something else. And that's something else I want to say it right now. Because now you're rushing me to the next line of question. Well, you have said much about Maresca, that we should be calm. And we, the fans, should take things easy with him. That for you still believe in him. Me, I still believe in him. Hope, I'm using the word hope. You understand?
Yeah.
But me and you know by standard, if you have to go by profiling.
Okay.
You understand? But we are just on that level of hope and what he did for Leicester. We just believe that Leicester does not have the kind of qualities we have. So we believe that he's going to do something better. Now, why I say that you are not driving me to the next talk or what I wanted to ask you. Remember, we said something before the preseason that we should not watch the preseason based on results.
Yes.
But I said something 2 days ago that for the banter sake, result is needed. You understand? And also, have you really seen Maresca's footprints? Like the kind of football you want to see. Even though a little bit of errors, have you really seen the driving force? You watch the Wrexham game. We said something, the attacking was not in order. The defense, the same error in the defense, the same error happened yesterday.
Okay.
Is this inverting really going to work? Especially coming from the right back side?
The problem is not Enzo Maresca's tactics, you understand? And I will keep telling the people the truth. Because he's a coach that did not start playing or did not start coaching today.
Yeah.
This is Chelsea's job, is not his first job. You understand? Even though maybe the teams he has coached are lower in status when you compare to Chelsea. But the tactics is not the problem. For me, I feel like the problem is the players trying to adapt to that system of play. You understand? So it happens everywhere. I know that we Chelsea fans, we have been through a lot under Pochettino. I know that we don't have that time to want to be patient with anybody again.
We said it last season.
Yes, but the truth about the matter is that this is what happens when you change a coach. Now, sorry, if I talk now because it makes me want to go back to Pochettino. I remember when Pochettino was sacked, we felt bad. And we said, okay, we felt like Chelsea should have left this man to build with what he has already started with the players. And now Pochettino refused to do that. And now you are bringing another new coach with a new system and tactics. Obviously, the players will have to adapt to that system. And sorry to say this, we don't know how long it will take. It might take quite some time. And the truth about the matter is, if it takes quite some time, maybe Chelsea doesn't play very well during the first half of the season, and it so happens that Maresca is sacked, for example, and we bring in a new coach. That new coach will still come with his own philosophy, with his own ideas, with his own tactics, and it might not also work. We also have to wait again.
So what are we to blame for this? Is it that the players are not fast enough to adapt to this man's tactics?
It's
because
not,
I believe that, see, when Lampard was in Chelsea, when Lampard coached Chelsea the first season, we had final FFP issues that made up. We could not sign players. That was when we started unleashing the likes of Chris James, Conor Gallagher, all of them. They were not from the academy team to the main team. And Lampard made use of those boys to qualify for the Champions League for the following season. Then we now had chance to now do 1 or 2 transactions in the transfer market. Then along the line, things was not really going smooth for Frank Lampard.
Okay.
Because it was still the same philosophy and idea. He used the first season, he used the second season, and it was no longer working for him. Maybe it was not as planned. Again, it was normally England people need to sabi anything when it comes to coaching job. Then Roman sacked Lampard and brought to
Thomas Tuchel.
It did not take Tuchel 3 games for him to inject his philosophy in these players. And it did not take the players 10 games for them to understand the basis of what Thomas Tuchel wants.
Okay, very good.
Is it that the players we had then, they were sound?
Exactly.
We had it that good, but we have they were still young. But
the question is not them being too good. You understand? But they were grounded players and mature players. Tuchel brought in a philosophy that was more easy for the players to, to flow with. I don't know if you understand me. To flow with. We saw
because why I'm saying that this, I keep getting angry when we use this statement or this word like a new coach, new philosophy. The players, it will take time. Every time the players, it will take time for them to. Are they not professionals?
Professionals.
It's just like me telling you that Dave, this is the way this mic is supposed to be. I've told you this is the way this mic. But coming tomorrow, you drop the mic here. Then the next day I'll sit there, this is the way this mic is supposed to be. You yourself, you know that this is the way this mic is supposed to be.
Well, but in this case,
time will
different.
come. Sorry to say this, time will come. Chelsea fans will stop blaming coach or they will start attacking players.
That's where I'm going to. That is where I want to try to arrive. Now, I said something. Is either these players are not adapting very fast to the tactics or the players themselves. For example, I'll talk about the right back inversion. Somebody like James, nothing concerned now for midfield. I know James said during the course of his career, he started playing as a midfielder. But at this point, James, there's nothing with James in the midfield area because he's not excelling in that area. The strength of James is in his attacking prowess. James is good on one-on-one situations where if you're a winger, you try to pass him, he's going to bring you down. And he's good at that wing area. He's very good at that wing area, attacking-wise and defensive-wise. This is why when you ask most football analysts and they tell you who's the most complete right back, they give you Rhys James. It's not about records or achievements. It's about what they see in him. Attacking-wise is there, defensive-wise is there. So at this point, inverting James into the midfield is a fluke. It's not going to work.
Apart from James, including Gusto.
Including Gusto. Now, is it that Maresca, if he wants to continue that philosophy or that style of play, is it that you look for a player, probably a player that you used at Leicester, that excelled in that position?
For me, it's not about looking for a player. For me, I said something this morning. I don't really buy into the idea of him starting the player immediately in the midfield. They can line up a normal four-man defense. Then maybe in the progression of the game, the player can invert. You watch the Spain game in Euros.
I watched it.
They line up the four-man defense, but when the game is progressing, Cucurella inverts.
Well, if you ask me what you just said now, I don't know. Sorry to say it, but most of our players are not yet back. That's also true. If somebody like Caicedo and Enzo should come back to the Chelsea team, it's very obvious that a player like James will not start in that midfield position. He might invert later on, but it's easy for him to start. Now, look at the midfielders we are using, for example, throughout this preseason. You just have Lavia, or the players I've seen most, Lavia, Andre Santos, Chukwuemeka, who else again?
Leslie Ugochukwu.
Who's other guy? There's one other guy again. Is there any other person left?
No.
Okay, now these players...
KDH was supposed to be included, but he's kind of not... He's not that strong.
Exactly. You know? Now, we're talking about somebody like Lavia, for example. Lavia has been injured for almost a year, if not more than. Almost a year, if not more than. And he's just coming back. He's just trying to... I feel like he's trying to get
his feet.
That match fitness. We all know that Ugochukwu is not Chelsea standard right now. Let's be sincere with ourselves.
It's not Chelsea standard.
It's not Chelsea standard right now. Chukwuemeka he's a good player, but I don't think he's that kind of player that you will play with with an average player, with an average defensive midfielder, or somebody that is not yet fit. You understand? Moreover, the role I see him playing in this Chelsea preseason, I don't think is the role I've seen him play at subsequent times for Chelsea. So I don't think he's going to excel there. Andre Santos, we've not seen so much of him. But however, his cameo is good. But what am I trying to say? Let's try and be patient. Let's see how the full squad, when the full squad comes back, let's see what Maresca will really want to do. This preseason is just for us to watch. Like I said, let us watch. Let us see our boys, see where it suits them more. Like now, from watching these two games, from watching the Wrexham game and the Celtic game, I can decipher that a player like Madueke, for example, I know you are coming to Madueke.
Yeah.
A player like Madueke is not reliable on that right wing.
Not only Madueke, Mudryk.
Exactly. I'm coming to Mudryk. Madueke is not reliable on that right wing. And now we've heard a lot of speculations that, Maresca wants to use Palmer on the central row. At this point, Baba, carry him back to the right wing. Either you sign a right winger that will compete, that is very good, and then you carry Palmer back to the right wing, and then bring a player like KDH at the number 10, or KDH and Nkunku can play as the number 10. We can even experiment with Mudryk on that number 10. But so far, the two wings is not working. Has not been working in this preseason. Let's be honest with ourselves. So I would just like a situation where the whole squad can come back, then Maresca can see what he can really do. But nevertheless, it's disappointing that with this amount of players we have right now, with
We
the ones
cannot.
that are
Do you
present,
understand? We cannot get
they're
something
not.
good. It's bad.
It's
Really
well.
bad. We are playing Club America next week. By next week, August, we have entered August.
August, yeah.
In 2 weeks' time, the league have started.
Started already.
And will you lose against Man City or lose 2 or 3 games and you start telling Chelsea fans, let's keep calm?
That is the truth is about the matter is we spoke about it. Said be patient.
We're going to
See,
All right.
every Chelsea fan should prepare. This season that is coming, be prepared mentally, so that you will not be stressed.
All right. Talking about the goalkeeper side, I told you that this Maresca kind of goalkeeper is not sitting well with me. I watched Sanchez yesterday. It does be like say when they toss the new goalkeeper, where they very good at his feet. Since way Sanchez Sanchez need to stay for post again. Any small boy where Sanchez boom, or a patch and give opponents but one good accurate pass from Sanchez, I know see. When they say a goalkeeper good at with his feet, no me say they good at the post.
At the post,
You don't watch. There's one highlight I watched that Alisson made an assist
so
for Salah. That is what we call a goalkeeper that is good at his feet. If Alisson, if Liverpool there on the counter attack and Alisson there with ball, Alisson ball, he did like Fabregas.
Yes.
He did direct. Now tell me how does Sanchez has the ability to do that kind of thing when he give a fluxy pass to Declan Rice for Declan Rice to score us last season?
The fact remains that I'm even still today I'm still surprised. How is Sanchez our number 1 goalkeeper for next season? That is my question. When
I'm not comfortable with Sanchez.
we deliberated about City, what did I say?
Even Philip Jorgensen, I know that I've not seen him perform, and mind you, he's not Villarreal's first choice.
You can imagine.
Are you aware? He's not Villarreal's first choice. Go and verify it. He's Villarreal's second choice. He's not even Denmark's first choice. Villarreal goalkeeper is in the Olympics right now.
This next season. Will be
See, we go concede though.
and the worst part is that the defenders are trying to play from the back because that is what Maresca wants them to play.
They want to play from the back, and the 3 of them, they are not even sound.
So much, I don't know.
They are not sound. That is why I buy into the idea when you say that it was wrong for them to drop somebody like Chalobah.
Yeah.
Even though you want to say Chalobah, let him come to the preseason. Let us feel his own impact. Imagine playing through 3 center back. Levi Kowi is a center back, but a left one. Badeshiu is a center back, but a left one. Fofana, a center back, but a right one. But they cannot do what a complete right wing back or a complete left wing back does. They cannot do that. The only time I saw the left back even functional was when Renato Vieira stepped in yesterday. That was when I saw little command in the defense line. Tosin himself has not really gotten himself.
Yes.
You watch it in the Red Sam game.
Yes.
He has not really gotten himself. There's a little bit of, I will like call it slacky. He's kind of slacky a little bit. But, Baba, I'm not trying to write Maresca.
That is what it is.
I'm not writing him off. I still believe in what he can do. But the player, this time around, we know that coach is the forefront of everything. But the player have to help him out.
That's my point.
Don't be surprised. We might be saying Company is not a good coach, is a this thing. Bayern Munich players might help Company and you will achieve something in Bayern.
Yes.
And the next thing you will hear that is a good coach. Sarri never won anything in his career. But when he came to Chelsea and met some players that are ready to stick their life out for this club and for him. And they gave him a trophy. This is the problem I have with these kids that Chelsea are signing. All of them, one just form big boy, one form big man. Nothing. Come on, they should get us a professional striker. Magiu, Baba, no verso. Magiu, I can't really bank on him more. He knows how to position. Very fine. In future time coming, he will get things right. but I cannot bank on Jackson. Normally, I cannot bank on Jackson. Talk more of Maggie that is just coming in. Nkunku that we can say, okay, we'll try. You cannot bank on him based on injury states. See, I don't want to say Chelsea is in a mess. I don't want to use that word. But let's just watch and see.
I'll see what's going to happen.
Let's just watch and see what will happen. But for now, let's just calm down.
Calm down.
Oh, but that 4-1 no go well, oh. I swear, that 4-1 no go well.
But what's your take on Mudryk?
Mudryk, you see that one? If I cash Mudryk, I go auction my 500. Navigate him, eh? You see him and Madueke? You see him and Madueke? I don't get it. See, we should remove emotion from football. I know some of us are Mudryk fans, some of us are Enzo Fernandez fans, some of us are these so players fans. If Palmer play rubbish, we will say that Palmer messed up.
Yes.
Mudryk is not helping. He's not even helping himself. It's not about jogging. Not be to jog, but me, I can jog. If you want me to jog 100, I will jog. In short, for that,
Challenge.
I'll do a video. I'll jog. And
Jogging
I'll
challenge.
post it. I can jog.
Play
Play football for us. It's not about jogging. Madueke will not drop his pride and play football.
Madueke is not reliable. I'm not saying he's not a good player. At least he's even a better player than Mudryk right now. But he's not, when I mean reliable right winger, we're talking of a player that can cut inside and create. Look at Lamine.
Now they are now making it obvious, like, we regretted why not signing Michael Olise.
Exactly.
I don't want to regret.
And the boy is even doing well on the Olympics. Look at the kind of goals and assists he's
giving. I don't want to. Well, preseason. According to some of us, now preseason. Some of our players never come back. But they say when you move to one move from traffic lights, even though you know they're close to traffic light, at least from the screen you go see a little the green sign say this motor one move. I never they see him.
It's where
I never they see him. Thank you very much. That will be all for now. It was more of a table talk on this current situation right now because a lot of people are not happy about it. Thank you. My name is Peters.
And my name is Big Dave.